The periodic table is organized in such fashion that it is divided into metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. All of these blue content over here, or blue textured colored boxes, those represents the metals. So I'm talking about this 2 row and these over here, all of the inner portion between these 2 boxes and also the bottom row. These shades of blue classify as metals. Metal has characteristic as follows: luster, it's meaning that it's shiny. They have the ability to conduct electricity and they are good heat absorbers. Also, they are malleable, meaning that they are bendable and they could flatten out into sheets. And ductile. Ductile means that you can actually pull them so that they become thin wires. The yellow portion, however, are nonmetals. It's located on the right side of the periodic table and the hydrogen over here. Sometimes the hydrogen is located right above the fluorine, depending on which periodic table you're looking at. They are not shiny. They're actually dull and they cannot conduct heat and electricity, and they are brittle, meaning they can break off pretty easily. Then there are what is called metalloids. Those are the ones in green here. Those are semi-metals. Their physical properties are like the metal. So they look alike metals, but the chemical reactivity of them are a lot like non-metals. The periodic could be further classified as follows into all of these bullet points that you see here. Let's go over each one. Main group elements are the ones that are located in group 1, 2, 13 through 18, or also known as group 1A, 2A, 3 to 8A. So those are considered to be main group elements. So if I were to ask you, what is the classification for sulfur, for example? That's this S right here, sulfur. So for sulfur, the classification for sulfur, that this is a nonmetal, right? It's on the yellow ones, right? And then it is also a main group element. Then we have our transition element. Transition elements are all of the metals that are in this turquoise area, okay? And then also this bottom inner transition elements are also included. So these are transition element. The one on the very bottom, that's called the inner transitional element. Inner transitional element is subdivided into lanthanides and actinides, right here. And there are supposed to be right in between right here, between 57 and 72, 89 and 104. And the reason why they kind of have it plucked out is so that the periodic table doesn't look too stretched out. It's just so that it could all fit into this one nice area. Then within the main group elements, we have the alkali metal. That would be this one right here. The group 1A elements, these are the alkali metal. So this is not including the hydrogen. And the second row, that's called the alkaline earth metal. Then we skip on over to the 7th row. These are halogens, okay? Halogens, these 4, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. And then we have the very last row, that's called the noble gas. There is one more I want to go into, and that's the diatomics. So diatomics are the ones that are in red right now. The diatomics has, where's my mouse? Okay, there we go. The diatomic, you see it's nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and then you go down all the way down to iodine. And also it includes hydrogen as well. Why are these diatomic? It means that they exist always as a set of twos. They're never by itself. So if I were to say, I breathe oxygen, you're not breathing O, but you're breathing O2. Okay. Nitrogen gas, it's not just N, but rather N2. There exist in twos. That's what I mean by diatomics. So let's do a learning check. I'm going to do the first two, and then you try the last two. So let's look at oxygen here. And you're going to look at your periodic table. Now you're going to classify that oxygen as one or more of these guys. So oxygen is, if you look in the periodic table, I'm going to go back real quick. Oxygen is right here. Oxygen, it's in that yellow. It is non-metal. So it is a non-metal. And also it is a main group element. And I don't think there's any other category it can fall into. So oxygen is a non-metal. And this is part of the main group element. What about copper? Okay, so I'm going to go back again to the periodic table. Copper is located on number 29, and copper is a metal, right? It's in that blue shaded region. Not only are they metal, but they are part of the transition element, also known as transitional element, but they are not intertransitional element. They are just transition elements. So let me go back. So this is metal and transition element. Sometimes you might hear transitional element, and that's the same thing. Okay, you're going to try for boron and calcium and come back and check the key. And here is the key.